For those that don't know, I'm Miss Llewelyn, the anatomy and physiology teacher. Evolutionarily, stress is really important for our survival. You may have heard of the fight or flight or even freeze response. This is when our body gets an adrenaline rush in the moments of threat. Say, for example, you're running and a huge dog starts chasing you, or you're hiking and you see a bear, or maybe even the teacher calls on you and you didn't do the reading, so you're really scared to answer a question. So the hormones released in those few minutes when we feel really scared help us to respond and survive in those times of fear. So after a few minutes though, the situation passes and the hormones disappear and we normally feel fine again. When the stress is chronic though and doesn't go away, like maybe worrying about a loved one who has been sick for a really long time, or when adults worry about losing a job, or maybe even just worrying about the unknown, like who knows, maybe living through a pandemic. None of us know, right? The same response that was positive in the short term for Mr. Telpy standing upside down on a horse, they also become negative in the long term. In the past few weeks in anatomy and physiology, our students have been studying how these hormonal responses, or the endocrine system, help the body respond in different times of our lives. My students are here to share a little bit about what they've learned, about why it's important to deal with long-term stress in a really healthy way. So if you have any questions about these videos or what they share, please feel free to reach out to me or any of the students. Otherwise, try and remember that, like Mr. Telpy said, we're all in this together and we will get through it, even if sometimes you feel like you're upside down on your horse. Thanks.
Are you stressed? Tired of being stuck inside your house all day because of COVID-19? Believe it or not, this could be because your cortisol levels are too high. When cortisol, a naturally occurring steroid, is repeatedly released due to a bodily stress, it can hurt your body more than help it. Over time, your immune system becomes weak and prevents B and T cells from fighting infections, but it also has an overall effect on your mental health. Now, before you lose hope, don't worry, because there are so many ways to fight this, and it all circles back to mindfulness-based cognitive therapy. Art therapy is a great way to treat anxiety and promote self-awareness and self-esteem because it is a relaxing, problem-solving activity that helps you focus on solutions rather than the stress. In a recent study, it was shown that in 75% of adult cases, art therapy is proven to lower cortisol levels and can be especially beneficial for stressed-out high school students. So go to those open studios.
One of the ways I love to relax is by journaling and getting my thoughts out onto paper. Studies have shown that journaling can reduce stress by serving as an emotional release. It can clear your mind and allows you to get in tune with your feelings. It also helps with problem solving.
After a long day of hard work, there's nothing like coming home to your furry friend and having a good snuggle sesh. It's a great way to bond with them and also to relieve stress. A recent study has shown that after only 10 minutes spent with an animal, or even being in the room with them, can reduce your cortisol levels significantly.
While we're stuck at home and doing our part to help flatten the curve, it's a very real possibility that you or someone you know is stressed out from this large change in lifestyle. If this is you, me and my peers from Miss Llewelyn's Anatomy and Physiology class may have a solution for you. Exercise and yoga.
Thanks, Jackson. When encountering stressors, whether they be physical, mental, or emotional, the body prepares to respond to the challenge or threat by having the autonomic nervous and endocrine systems produce hormones, including the main one called cortisol. Cortisol is involved in energy production, but it also poses a lot of long-term negative effects, such as cardiovascular disease, obesity, diabetes, depression, immune system suppression, headaches, and back and neck pain. So, to reduce the amount of cortisol produced and return the body to normal, healthy levels, exercise is a fantastic solution. Catch, Jackson.
20 minutes of moderate aerobic exercise or 10 minutes of vigorous aerobic exercise per day can help lower your levels of cortisol and in turn lowering your amount of stress. Studies show that after about 20 to 30 minutes of exercise can lead to a long-lasting calming effect. This is due to an increased level of endorphins, which give you that sense of well-being.
Besides the direct effects from endorphins, exercising can help with emotional stress because of its physical byproducts. Exercising can help with losing weight or getting stronger, which, in turn, increases self-confidence and improves overall mental health. But if exercise really isn't the thing for you, Lauren and Julie have another great solution.
Even if you don't like to exercise, another great way to relieve stress in your body is by doing some yoga. Yoga makes your body release endorphins, and this then decreases the amount of stress hormones sent throughout your body. Yoga is also able to alter your blood flow to send to the areas of your brain where you're more stressed out. This stops the cycle of negative thoughts and makes you be able to relax. Even if you're not big into exercise, don't use that as an excuse. Yoga is a great alternative. And now Lauren's going to talk about how yoga benefits your immune system.
Thanks, Julia. Some people don't know that stress on your body can actually compromise your immune system.
Yoga is a great way to naturally encourage immune health. It helps lower those stress hormones that are compromising your immune system. It also activates your lymphatic system to get rid of any of those toxins that your body doesn't like. Unlike other forms of exercise that only focus on one part of your body, yoga works on everything, inside and out.
So, if you're stressed out during this time, consider exercise or yoga to help lower your stress levels.
Now, everyone, we do understand that sometimes even knowing these strategies, it may not feel like enough. If you need more help dealing with the stress at this point, please know that Miss Perkins, Miss Stimson, all of your teachers and advisors and your parents and friends are all here for you during this time. Seeing a counselor may be something that all of us will consider or need in the upcoming months, and there's nothing wrong with that too. So make sure you reach out.